NTSB has a prelim report on the Midair near Houston that killed 2 last month, and chaos has been averted for a short time with the 5G rollout. This and more aviation news on Taking Off. Hi, I'm Dan Milliken on location filming for a client right by the Denver airport, so you might hear that. And this aviation news is brought to you by Flying Eyes Glasses. They now offer the regular glasses like these, in addition to the great sunglasses that fit under headsets. And by Colton Mortgage, residential and refi mortgages with people who actually answer the phone when you call. And for the first 50 apps, free Flying Eye sunglasses and a free Taking Off hoodie. I could use that right now. Colton Taking Off. Now to the news. There's an update from the NTSB, a prelim report on the tragic Midair outside of Houston last month between a Grand Caravan and a powered parachute that killed 2. The NTSB didn't really offer anything new that we didn't know already, but confirmed a few things. That the powered parachute was not on ATC's radar, and that the powered parachute did not have a transponder, like I don't know of any powered parachuters who fly with transponders. But my guess here is that the NTSB is jockeying for a position where they recommend transponders to the FAA for all objects and vehicles flying in the airspace. And with technology advances and devices becoming smaller and smaller, maybe that's not such a bad thing. I mean, you know, at some point they're gonna be putting these transponders and small things like that on the drones. It's just a matter of time. But the bottom line on the prelim report from the NTSB is that the controller was unaware of the danger he directed the Caravan into. It's a reminder, even when on an IFR flight plan, to keep your head on a swivel. And for those smaller, slower aircraft, please be careful when flying up into altitudes where the Victor Airways are channeling aircraft in and out of busy areas. Okay, chaos in the US because of 5G C-band rollout has been delayed just a bit. After some foreign carriers canceled flights into the US, the planned January 19th rollout by AT&T and Verizon has been pushed back 2 weeks to enable more approvals to be made on airplanes and airports. What exactly is going on? Well, here's a quick 30,000-foot view for those that are a little unclear on what the hangup is. If you're wanting a more in-depth look, check out Juan Brown at Blanco Lirio, his explanation. The link is also in the description. Simply put, the US 5G C-band frequencies are some that are dangerously close to the frequencies used for radar altimeters. These extremely precise altimeters make it possible for the computer and autopilot to basically land the plane in really bad visibility weather, officially Category 2 and 3 conditions. The rub here is that while they don't have any real data yet on interference issues, it's just too close to risk it without an all clear being given. Whether that all clear is made on the radar altimeter model, on the plane, or a buffer zone around the airport from the competing frequencies given. Now, this doesn't really affect general aviation unless your Cessna 172 has a radar altimeter, which it doesn't. What has happened is the FAA has now cleared 13 of the altimeter models, which covers about 78% of the US fleet. And more airports are creating the buffer as well. You see, the FCC, instead of being like a governmental agency, became an auction house to the highest bidder for precious frequencies. AT&T and Verizon shelled out billions. And even though the rule is existing users of the frequency gets the bandwidth, unlikely the FCC is going to give all those billions back to those companies. So the airliners aren't being allowed to keep their squatter rights on the frequencies. And some have wondered why in the world Europe and other places in the globe have rolled out the C-band without problems. Well, you need to understand it's 2 different things. Those frequencies they're using are different than what we're using here in the US, which is why a foreign carrier cleared for a Category 2 landing in Europe can't do it here in the US. Different bands, and the US ones have the potential for conflict. So the airport buffer zones have increased from 33 to 50 of the 88 airports affected. Maybe with the extra time, chaos can be averted as flight cancellations can really wreak havoc on the US airspace. We'll see. Okay. Quick update on everyone's favorite plane jumper, Trevor Jacob, who just, you might recall, jumped out of a Taylor craft when he claimed the engine had stopped over the Los Padres range near the LA basin. For the initial report, click the link here. I'm not going to recap it. New things coming to light. In addition to the revelation about the taped fire extinguishers on his calves, people have noticed the engine is a Continental painted red to look like the Lycoming that was in the plane on its last annual. And we've confirmed the last annual on record was 2018. There's always a chance the plane was annualed right before Trevor's took it out for the flight, but we've been unable to confirm this. Now, to the growing list of questions, add why did he change out the engine right before the flight when he crashed it? Well, enough on him. Okay. The Pateys are once again making news. The Living Legends of Aviation, a nonprofit group created in 2003 to honor achievements in the aviation industry, has 100 living legends, which include pilots like Sully and Patty Wagstaff, astronauts like Buzz Aldrin and Jim Lovell, actors like Harrison Ford, Tom Cruise, and Kurt Russell, and innovators like, well, Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. We'll add to the list Mike and Mark Patey, who have been officially nominated. What this means is that they get a silver medal for now, and when a gold medal legend flies west, the nominee is moved to gold status and full living legend status. Well, Mike and Mark, you're full living legend status to most of us anyway, and you certainly earned the recognition. The innovation to aviation that they've done will be felt for generations, and their giving spirit has inspired many in aviation. But to me, and what I take away, is that sometimes in this crazy, upside-down world, it does pay to be the good guy, to do the right thing when no one is looking, to work hard and actually be rewarded for the hard work. I appreciate the example the Pateys have demonstrated to all of us. Guys, you're truly an inspiration. Now, get back to work. And I'm going to get back to work. New In the Hangar episodes will be coming really soon. We're filming in just a few days, and Christy and I are really excited, as well as a new series by Flying Eyes called Pilot Stories. And don't forget to check out Colton Taking Off if you're in the market for a mortgage or a refi. Not only are they very friendly, they're actually going to pick up the phone when you call and answer your questions. I know service, it's a rare thing nowadays, but it's refreshing. And that's all I've got. It's really cold here and it's hard to talk. Remember, superior judgment trumps superior skills. Take care. Whew, this snow's crazy.